Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I am Coffee Man or Elijah, and it is finally that time of year again, the time of year where leaks for the next Call of Duty game start surfacing, and we can start having ideas of what to expect for the next game. So in this video, we are going to be going over everything from a new perk system, beloved game modes and features returning, and the supposed leaked dates for the reveal, the beta, early campaign access, and of course the full access of the full release of the game. We are going to be going over all of that in this video, so be sure to watch it all the way through. So I'm sure all of you have heard the rumor by now that this year's Call of Duty game will be Modern Warfare 3, a direct sequel to 2022's Modern Warfare 2. And over the past couple days, a lot of information and even some in-game images of Modern Warfare 3 have been going around, and they're being pushed by reliable resources and leakers on Twitter. So in this video, we're going to be going over all of these significant leaks, but keep in mind that none of this is officially confirmed by Call of Duty yet. So it is possible that some content could be cut. Everything is a rumor and everything has a possibility of being changed. So let's kick it off by talking about how we could possibly be getting another rework of the perk systems in Call of Duty. We've seen a few reworks before in Call of Duty World War II, Call of Duty Ghost, stuff like that, and we're gonna get something similar to that this year. And the way this is going to work this year supposedly is that the abilities that perks would usually give you will now be categorized as pieces of gear, like helmets, gloves, chest plates, boots, etc. So for example, instead of Dead Silence or Ninja, whatever you want to call it, just being a normal perk, you will choose a pair of boots for your gear slot that will give you that ability. So there will be a ton of different pairs of boots, a ton of different helmets, a ton of different vests that will all give you different abilities. And I imagine there will be different kinds of boots that will give us the same thing as the perks we've seen in the past, like Marathon making you run further, Double Time making you run a little bit faster, maybe Agility allowing you to mantle and climb things faster, and maybe for the glove gear slide, the abilities or the perks pretty much could be, you know, faster reloading, sleight of hand, ADSing faster, throwing equipment faster and further, and choosing between different stuff like that. It's pretty much going to be the same thing as the perk system, but instead of it being called perks, all the abilities are going to be tied in with different pieces of gear that you will wear on your soldier. And if you go back and look at a game like Black Ops 1, you will see by using different perks, you will have a different look to your character based on whichever perk you're using to make your character kind of fit what abilities your perks are giving you. So I imagine it is going to be very similar to this year's game, Modern Warfare 3, and it will also probably tie into customization as well, which I think will be really cool. And the leaker Bob Network on Twitter, who by the way, I am getting most of this information from, so I will link him in the description. He also gave some insight on some of the vest perk abilities. He said there would be an overkill vest, a grenader vest, infantry, scout, tactical, and the gunner vest, which is the only one he actually knows the ability for. And this gunner vest is supposedly going to allow you to carry two primary weapons at spawn with full ammo at the cost of having no lethal or tactical grenades. And I would have figured that would have been tied in with the overkill vest, but I guess it's going to mean something different this year. So it sounds like there are going to be trade-offs based on what perks you choose or which pieces of gear you use, similar to how you would have to pick and choose how you wanted your playstyle to be with the classic pick 10 create a class system, which we saw back in the day. Overall, this idea sounds really cool, and if balanced correctly, it could make for some really good and in-depth class creations. So hopefully, you know, no more abilities like Dead Silence being trapped as a field upgrade instead of a perk, which ruins the flow of the game by being used at random times. And now we can get back to some form of balanced gameplay for Call of Duty. And speaking of getting back to balanced gameplay for Call of Duty, we have a real simple piece of info that is leaked, and it is that we are simply going to be getting a classic minimap this year for Modern Warfare 3. And if you don't know what I mean by the classic minimap, it means the red dots show up on the minimap when you fire an unsuppressed weapon. I know the whole community is excited about something as simple as this because it has been a few years since we've had a truly classic minimap. They always seem to want to do something weird and change it, which no one really likes. It serves no benefit to the purpose of the game. So if we're getting back to the classic one, maybe it'll make the flow of the game even better. So the next piece of info that we have is that the war mode from Call of Duty World War II could finally be making its return. I am honestly so surprised this mode has not been seen since World War II in 2017. It was a truly unique game mode for Call of Duty, and that is something that we can almost never say. It was so fun and such a great change of pace from the 6v6 and made for some great memories and great moments. If you don't know what this mode is, pretty much you are on a huge map and you are going to complete different objectives like planting bombs, transporting tanks, tanks, capturing hard points, and just a ton of stuff like that. And you're doing a bunch of different things in the game while the other team's trying to defend against you. And it's just truly such a fun game mode. It was almost like playing a campaign mission, but in multiplayer. And since Sledgehammer was the studio that originally made this game mode, it would only make sense for them to be the ones to bring it back and put it in their new game this year with Modern Warfare 3. And this can really only be a positive for the game, so I really hope that this leak turns out to be true. Now finally, let's go ahead and talk about some of the leaked release dates for Modern Warfare 3. And remember, these are rumors and could be fake or subject to change if they were true at one point or another. So starting off with the official game reveal, this is supposed to be happening on August 1st, which is only in 2 weeks, with a supposed Season 5 DMZ event. We've seen them reveal Call of Duty games with events in the past, so this doesn't really surprise me. And following that will be the beta for Modern Warfare 3. The PlayStation beta dates are supposedly October 6th through 10th, and the next weekend after that will be the beta for all platforms on October 12th through 16th. Following the beta, we will have a campaign early access similar to what we saw with Modern Warfare 2. The date for that is allegedly going to be November 2nd. And then finally, following that, we have the full release of the game, which is leaked to be on Friday, November 10th, just a little over a week after the campaign early access. So there you have it. That is all the leaked information I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comments your thought on these leaks, and if you're excited for Modern Warfare 3 or not, which is going to be releasing in a few months. I hope you all have a blessed day, and I will catch you guys in the next one.